All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you all to the African OmicsLogic Research Symposium with the thematic focus on bioinformatics education and training around the globe. I'm convinced we've been having an enriched and stimulating scientific discourse over the course of the time these symposium has started. And at this point in time, we are moving on to the African Omics Logic Africa section, where I'll have the privilege of introducing us to the Omics Logic. Okay, great, yes. Where I'll have opportunity of introducing Omics Logic Africa. And as part of that, I'll be talking about the programs we've had here in Africa in the past few months, as well as some of the partnerships that is in the works for us in advancing bioinformatics education here in Africa. Moving on, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Adekunle Adeluoye. I'm a faculty with Lead City University here in Nigeria, and I'm an associate of MLSC, and that is the Medical Laboratory Science Council of Nigeria. Importantly, I'm a mentor and facilitator with OmicsLogic trainings of the Biotech Incorporation USA, and I double also as the program director for OmicsLogic here in Africa. So the OmicsLogic sets of bioinformatics and big data analysis training programs of the Biotech, which has been globally proven by peer reviews and curriculum experts in our partnering institution, is being inventively explored in closing the need gaps that we have identified here in with regards to bioinformatics education and training globally. But of great importance for us is Africa, where we are located, and what we are doing in terms of these scientific in terms of these is with respect to building scientific capacities for researchers, for students, for professionals, practicing on the field and across the continent. Our postulation, of course, is that increasingly by advancing the knowledge of bioinformatics and its use in obtaining scientific insight, from sequence data, there will be a significant growth and development of the bioinformatics community here in Africa, and its considerable implications, of course, will be for translational science, from understanding of the gene functions, as well as its role in biology, in agriculture, and in medicine, as well as several other, peculiar space. So with this, we are guided by the OmicsLogic goals, okay? And so we are pursuing this with the goals set out by Biotech for the OmicsLogic programs, and this includes the provision of training in bioinformatics that is geared towards enabling independent researchers to be able to follow peer examples and get guidance from mentors to carry out their research. We also seek to develop a growing community of bioinformaticians with a shared passion for data-driven research and acquisition of citizen science. Likewise, our goal is to enable students, clinicians, and faculty of all backgrounds to develop novel and independent research using latest technology, in life and data sciences. And so, working with these set goals, OmicsLogic programs that we bring to our participants across the African community attempts to introduce participants to big data and NGS bioinformatics training, which is designed for everyone interested to learn and apply data, data science skill sets and computational biology skill sets to biological data sets. And so the OmicsLogic programs boast of everything a participant actually needs to get started and grow in their bioinformatics and big data analysis space for both research as well as in their practice. So just as we know that the generation of biological data has witnessed significant growth in recent times, interpretations of this process data now presents a huge challenge to everyone, requiring, of course, most times multiple steps, bioinformatic tools, human capacity that are required to generate, final results from those raw data. And so while the growing interest in bioinformatics and big data analysis continues to grow here in Africa, many many of these keys are far from being able to, many of these scientists are far from being able to utilize or gain access to this key set for utilization in their scientific research as well as practice. And so these gaps are what we at OmicsLogic Africa, we are bridging with our training programs for students, faculties, and researchers, across the continent. Similarly, the lack of dynamism, when it comes to continuous reviewing of curriculum or as well as updating of curriculum for our educational system by the educational regulatory bodies, also further means that many are being disadvantaged in terms of learning these essential bioinformatics knowledge and skills in tandem with what is obtainable in the global scientific space. And so our approach at OmicsLogic Africa is exploring university partnerships so as to integrate our hands-on, mentor-driven, globally proven training methods and resources into university educations, both at undergraduate and postgraduate training levels, which, of course, we believe will help scale rapidly the growth and capacity of bioinformatics, within the continent. And so, in the course of the last 12 months, we have organized, a number of programs to bring bioinformatics training with project-guided learning and resources, to a cross-section of participants. That ranges from beginners who are totally new to bioinformatics, as well as students, and many other faculties, researchers alike, to introduce them to bioinformatics and help develop their skill set and research capacity in order for them to be able to explore the world of omics science and using bioinformatics and big data analysis knowledge and tools. So this high impact training includes, of course, basic OmicsLogic training. We also organize OmicsLogic metagenomics training in time past. Also, we have conducted the data science for biologists training, and likewise, we organize introduction to bioinformatics and computational biology, bioinformatics for biomedical drug discovery. So these are series of programs that we have, been able to, package and bring to our cross-section of participants in the past month. And also similarly, just as I mentioned the other time, our goal is to explore partnership with notable institutions, universities here in Africa, in order to be able to mainstream this training, this OmicsLogic training into their curriculum for their undergraduate and postgraduate students, as well as faculties alike. So a few of such notable partnerships we've been able to forge towards achieving our bioinformatics education and training goals includes these with Lead City University here in Nigeria. We also have Crescent University also on our partnership currently. Likewise, we have the multi-research laboratory of Osun State University here in Nigeria as well. And lately, we had a working partnership with the University of Yaoundé in Cameroon, where we also brought our OmicsLogic training, to the cross-section of participants from these institutions. And I'd like to, at this point, share some of these notable, sites from some of those partnerships with us, which ranges from the multi-research laboratory of Osun State, as I mentioned earlier on, and include, on to, Redeemers College of Technology and Management here in Nigeria. We equally have Adeleke University here in Nigeria, Lead City University, as I mentioned earlier on, as well as Crescent University, where we have, interacted with experts and, management faculties to bring these, trainings across their students. And I'd like to, share at this point some of the reviews, notable reviews we've heard from our previous participants. Here's Odinaka Kingsley Obeta, who once told us, "It's my first time learning bioinformatics, and I enjoyed the course a lot. Looking forward to more opportunities to learn more." Odinaka is a medical laboratory scientist, is a practitioner who, sees the needs for him to, gain these essential skills. Equally, we have undergraduates, and here Adetutu Oluwasanmi is representing this group of participants. She has to say, everything was new to me, obviously. However, it was easy to understand. So we're happy that we're able to carry along the likes of Adetutu Oluwasanmi in our training. And equally, we have this coming in from Samuel Emeka Peter, who is a postgraduate student from University of Lagos here in Nigeria. It was a great opportunity to gain an experience I'm glad to have. I garnered some information that the amount I paid for the program isn't commensurate to. It was an eye-opening period I would be glad to recommend by my friends to equally experience. So these are some of the notable, reviews we've gotten from our participants, even as we get on in our efforts to bring these trainings across more participants within the African space. So I'll conclude by adding that African continent has been regarded as a cradle of modern humans, and also the African genomes has been reported to contain more genetic variation than those from many other continents. And so this, of course, presents a rich focus for scientific studies. Hence, the need not to, to carry along the African continent when it comes to genomic research, and discoveries. So, as we know, bioinformatics has become an indispensable tool, for management of this hugely generated data in modern biology, medicine, and other related fields. However, it is still something to grasp with. The fact that infrastructural gaps exist here in Africa and other challenges as well with our educational system, particularly with the curriculum and integration of this bioinformatics into the four walls of the university. All right.